Assalamu alaikum, dear audience. We begin today's discussion with a pressing issue. The newest generation, known as Gen Alpha, is facing unprecedented challenges. The overuse of social media, gaming, and the constant chase for instant gratification are leading to an overstimulation of their young brains. This dopamine overload is causing them to become increasingly impatient, leading to early onset depression and anxiety. As we delve deeper, let's understand the reasons behind these issues. The first major problem that Gen Alpha faces is what we call the novelty loop. This is a cycle in which children and teenagers are continuously seeking new and exciting experiences, a phenomenon amplified by the ever-present lure of the internet and social media platforms. Picture this: a child stumbles upon an interesting video, a captivating game, or an intriguing post. Their brain releases a rush of dopamine, the feel-good neurotransmitter. They're thrilled, engrossed, and they want more, so they dive deeper, scrolling and clicking, consuming content at an alarming speed. But here's the catch: as they consume more, the initial thrill starts to fade. The same content no longer elicits the same rush of dopamine, so they seek out something new, something different, and thus the cycle continues. They're trapped in this novelty loop, constantly chasing the next thrill. Now imagine this process repeated countless times daily. It overstimulates the brain, leaving it in a state of hyperactivity, always craving more stimulation. This overexposure to rapid, instant gratification can make ordinary life, which is slower and less immediately rewarding, seem dull and uninspiring. This constant search for novelty, the incessant need for immediate satisfaction, creates a sense of impatience and restlessness. It's like they're on a treadmill, running at an ever-increasing speed, but never really getting anywhere. This constant search for novelty leads to impatience and restlessness. To tackle these issues, we have something called KlarifyLife free tool. This tool is designed to combat the overstimulation and dopamine overload that Gen Alpha kids are experiencing. The KlarifyLife free tool helps to reset their brains, bringing them back to a state of calm and clarity. It's not about removing technology from their lives, but rather about creating a balance. This tool encourages breaks from the digital world, promoting activities that stimulate the mind in different ways. It could be as simple as engaging in an art project or reading a book. The aim is to foster a sense of patience and delayed gratification, qualities that are often lost in the fast-paced digital age. The KlarifyLife free tool is not a fix-all solution, but it is a positive step towards creating healthier habits for our children. It reminds us of the importance of disconnecting from the internet to reconnect with ourselves and the world around us. This tool is a step towards helping our kids regain their peace of mind. Another disturbing trend we see today is the rise of the doomed Kidfluencer. This phenomenon sees children, often as young as 5 or 6, becoming influencers on social media platforms, amassing followers in the tens of thousands, even millions. These kids are thrust into the limelight, their lives laid bare for all to see, and their worth often measured by likes, shares, and comments. Now imagine the pressure this puts on these young minds. They are constantly under scrutiny, their every move watched, their every mistake amplified. They are expected to maintain a certain image, to keep producing content that keeps their followers engaged. It's a never-ending cycle of validation seeking, and when that validation doesn't come, it can lead to feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt. Moreover, the world of social media is not always a kind one. These kidfluencers are exposed to criticism and negativity that they are far too young to process or handle. This exposure can lead to depression and anxiety at an age when they should be free to make mistakes, learn, and grow without fear of judgment. Furthermore, the Kidfluencer trend accelerates the overstimulation of their brains, leading to an overdose of dopamine. This overconsumption of instant gratification makes these kids impatient and less tolerant of normal life's slower pace. We must understand the detrimental effects of such trends on our kids. The mental and emotional well-being of our children should always come before fame or financial gain. Gaming, a new age poison, is another grave concern for Gen Alpha. It's an alluring labyrinth of colors, sounds, and challenges that captivate and thrill, but beneath its enchanting exterior lurks a darker truth. Games are designed to be addictive, to keep players coming back for more. They reward quick reflexes and on-the-spot decisions with instant gratification, a hit of dopamine that keeps the brain craving more. It's a cycle that's hard to break, especially for young minds. This constant overstimulation is taking a toll on the mental health of our children. It's fostering impatience as they grow accustomed to immediate rewards and struggle with the reality of delayed gratification. It's also pushing them towards early depression and anxiety as they grapple with the pressure to perform and the disappointment of losing. But all is not lost. As parents, we hold the key to helping our children navigate this digital maze. It's our job to set boundaries, to limit exposure, and to ensure balance. We need to encourage other forms of entertainment, ones that foster creativity, patience, and resilience. We need to teach them that it's okay to lose, that it's okay to take a break, that it's okay to step away from the screen. It's not about demonizing games. It's about understanding their impact and knowing how to manage it. It's our duty to guide our kids through these challenging times. Having discussed these problems, let's now talk about the solutions. It's time to turn the tide for Generation Alpha, and the key lies in proactive and conscious parenting. We, as parents, brothers, sisters, or elders, hold the power to influence the young minds around us. It starts with open communication. This doesn't mean lecturing them about the ills of technology, but rather opening a dialogue, understanding their world, and guiding them through it. Encourage them to share their experiences, their fears, their joys, and their disappointments. Let them know that their feelings are valid and that it's okay to make mistakes. Next, it's about setting limits. It's essential to create a balance between screen time and other activities. Encourage them to explore other hobbies, like reading, painting, or playing a sport. Set a technology-free time in your home where everyone disconnects from their devices and connects with each other. This not only reduces their screen time, but also helps in building stronger family bonds. Moreover, outdoor activities are vital. Nature has a way of calming our minds, reducing stress, and promoting creativity. Encourage your kids to play outside, go for a walk, or even just sit in a park. The fresh air, the greenery, and the open sky can do wonders for their mental health. But perhaps the most important thing is understanding and empathy. Remember, Generation Alpha is growing up in a world very different from ours. They face challenges we may not fully understand. So instead of dismissing their problems, let's try to understand them. Let's empathize with their struggles and help them navigate through this complex world. In conclusion, we need to remember that it's not about controlling their lives, but guiding them, nurturing them, and preparing them for the future. We need to strike a balance between letting them explore the digital world and ensuring they don't get lost in it. Remember, our kids are our future. It's our responsibility to guide them right. As we conclude, let's recap the main points of our discussion. We dove into the deep end of the Gen Alpha generation, a group seemingly destined for doom due to overstimulation from social media, gaming, and the constant pursuit of instant gratification. This overstimulation leads to an overdose of dopamine, creating a novelty loop that keeps them stuck in a cycle of constant desire for newness and excitement. We've also explored how this is causing an increase in impatience, depression, and anxiety among our youth. A particularly disturbing trend is the rise of the doomed Kidfluencer, where children are thrust into the limelight and exploited for likes, shares, and views. This, coupled with the poison of gaming and easy access to explicit content, is creating a generation that's at risk. However, we've also discussed solutions. The KlarifyLife free tool was presented as a resource to help reset our children's brains, breaking the cycle of overstimulation and dopamine overdose. We've touched upon our responsibilities as parents, siblings, and guardians to guide these young minds, to communicate effectively, and to prepare them for the future. This isn't an easy task, and we all need to work together to navigate the complexities of raising the Gen Alpha generation. We must be mindful of the potential harms of technology and social media, while also harnessing their power for good. It's a delicate balance, but with understanding, communication, and effective tools, we can help our children flourish in this digital age. Now, we'd love to hear from you. What are your thoughts on these topics? Do you have any suggestions or ideas on how to tackle these issues? Your input is valuable, and we look forward to seeing your comments below. Thank you for joining us today. If you liked the video, please hit the like and subscribe button. Until next time, Allah Hafiz.